Oh yeah, Basement Tapes 82. Barely got my headsets on there in time, but they're on. They're in my ears or my on my ears. I can hear, and we're going to get to the nitty gritty of our next set. 1959. We talked about some Fleer baseball. Talked about some tops shenanigans. We're going to talk right now about the 1959 tops baseball set. Let's see here. This is another one that is woefully underrepresented in my collection. I'm embarrassed to say I have only 145 of these. And when I say only, that's when you can usually tell I'm from Philadelphia. So I only have 145 of these cards. I have to slow down when I'm talking so I don't give away my location. These cards, of course, I think a lot of people love these cards. You don't hear a lot of horrible things. Horrible is another way of giving away where I'm from. You don't hear a lot of horrible things about these. And again, if we remember back to my 1958 Topps football episode, it was kind of a test run on the kind of the graphic design of these cards with the circle in the middle and the player prominently featured inside the circle. So 59, if you didn't see it coming in 58, here it is. There's three types of people. Those who, whatever. 1959 Topps, it says 667 cards. Of course, we can expect some variations here. Average value $27.36 and $18,252 total value. A set of these will be between $3,000 and $8,000. Let's read from Beckett OPG. The cards in this 572 card set measure 2.5 by 3.5. The 1959 Topps set contains bust pictures of the players in a colored circle. Card numbers 551 to 572 are Sporting News All-Star selections. High numbers 507 to 572 have the card number in a black background on the reverse rather than a green background as in the lower numbers. That I did not know. The high numbers are more difficult to obtain. Several cards in the 300s exist with or without an extra traded or option line on the back of the card. Cards 199 to 286 exist with neither white or gray backs. There is no price differential for either colored back. Cards 461 to 470 contain highlights, while cards 116 to 146 give an alphabetically ordered listing of rookie prospects. That I did not know either. I didn't know they were alphabetical. These rookie prospects, RP, were Topps' first organized inclusion of untested rookie cards. Card 440 features Lou Burdett erroneously posing as a left-handed pitcher. Anyway, cards were issued in 1-card penny packs or 6-card nickel packs. There were some 3-card advertising panels produced by Topps. The players included are from the first series. Panels, which had Ted Kluszewski's card back on the front, included Don McMahon, Red Wilson, Bob Boyd, Joe Pignatano, Sam Jones, Jack Urban, also with Kluszewski's card back on back. Strips with Nellie Fox on the back included Billy Hunter, Chuck Stobbs, Carl Sawatsky, Vito Valentinetti, Ken Lehman, and Ed Bushy, Mark or Mel Roach, Brooks Lawrence, or Warren Spahn. Other panels included Harvey Kuhn, Alex Grammas, Bob Cerv, and Bob Cerv, Jim Bolger, Mickey Mantle. When separated, these advertising cards are distinguished by the non-standard card back. Example given. Part of an advertisement for the 1959 Topps set instead of the typical statistics and biographical information about the player picture. The key rookie cards in this set are Philippe Alou, Sparky Anderson, called George on the card, Norm Cash, Bob Gibson, and Bill White. So we got some Hall of Famers in there of various flavors, managerial, player types, as well as administrative / broadcast. 93 rookie cards are called out here. I assume that includes variations. Bob Gibson, of course, is the big one, but I bet Mickey Mantle's bigger, more popular. We'll see here. I go Mantle, Mays, Gibson. That's what I'm saying. And of course, that's up to the date information that Beckett probably does not have. Beckett tells us the top 3 cards are, Mickey Mantle, Bob Gibson, and Willie Mays. So Mays blown away by Gibson by a long shot. Apologies to the estate of Bob Gibson. Hank Aaron and Clemente also in there with the Mickey Mantle All-Star. Yeah. The only one I don't have out of that bunch, I'll come clean as long as we're friends here, is the Bob Gibson rookie card. And I'm kind of, I guess that's a card to get for me in that set for sure. TCDB has a lot to talk about here. The teams, it's been a minute since we talked about teams. Baltimore Orioles, Boston Red Sox. It says Brooklyn Dodgers. I don't believe that. Chicago Cubs, Chicago White Sox, Cincinnati Redlegs, Cleveland Indians, Detroit Tigers, Kansas City Athletics, Los Angeles Dodgers, Milwaukee Braves, New York Giants, New York Yankees, Pittsburgh Pirates, Philadelphia Phillies, San Francisco Giants, San Luis Cardinals, and the Washington Senators. Errors and variations, of course. Warren Spahn's got one. He's got some sort of shenanigans on the back, as are most of these. Now, there's the gray back and the white backs, and then there's different variations, which, truth be told, another one of those sets where I would not be after the master set if I were to complete it, because there's just too many inconsistencies for me to really call those collectible variations for myself. I don't mind a little side action, but I certainly don't want it to take up too much of my time. Hall of Famers, 73 records. Of course, we're talking about variations as well. Warren Spahn, for example, has 3 variations all on his own. Not sure who the Brooklyn Dodgers are here, but maybe a B slips in here every now and then. Or maybe it says Roy Campanella. I guess that makes sense. So Roy Campanella is your representative of the Brooklyn Dodgers, card number 550, a famous card. That's a card I need to get as well. Rookies, 110 records. Of course, we're talking about variations again as well. So we can clearly see that run starting with Bobby Allison at card 116, and that goes all the way to Jerry Zimmerman, A to Z. Card 146. Those cards are beautiful, red, white, and blue backgrounds. The Dick Stigman is particularly nice because of a nice pitching pose, all that stuff. Let's see the comments. Actually, inserts and relateds. Obviously, there's advertising panels. Maybe we can look at the advertising panels if you want. But there's also some. There's a pennant offer here, a felt pennant offer. We need to get to the bottom of. No numbers, or not numbered. Felt pennant offer. Milwaukee Braves, Baltimore Orioles, Philadelphia Phillies. Free giant 15-inch baseball felt pennants. Milwaukee. Every major league team. Orioles, for your room, for your bike. Get a whole set. Philadelphia. Giant 15-inch felt. Get your team free. Name the team you want and send 5 bazooka or baloney wrappers, not comics, to Bazooka Box 77, Brooklyn 32, NY. You must include an extra stamped envelope with your name and address so we can mail the pennant back to you. Only 1 pennant per order. Be sure to print the team you want on the front and back of the return envelope. Important, send only bazooka or baloney wrappers. Don't send comics or baseball wrappers. Remember, print the team you wish on front and back of stamped, self-addressed return envelope. This offer expires September 1st, 1959. So, of course, these were inserted in the card packs themselves. They weren't offers on the sides of the packs. So, fun stuff there. We could see an advertising panel with Mickey Mantle. If we look at Bob Serve, Jim Bolger, and Mickey Mantle with the Nellie Fox stats on the back there. So let's get to the meat of this thing. Let's get to where the comments and the trivia start. So comments, here's some comments. My second favorite 1950s top set, says Dave Marti. Although the pink backgrounds are a little disconcerting. Dave Marti, you are the man. The photos are quintessential tops. Rates right up there with the 1957 tops in my all-time top 10. So Dave is on board with that. Composer Mike says, this is the first true vintage set I completed. And card number 10 was my first mantle. Ewall Man says, number 478, Roberto Clemente auto / real auto. Several copies on eBay. Not sure what you're getting at there, Ewall Man. Round the Diamonds back, 87, says, very affordable set to build compared with other sets from its era. Packaging, we see little gray action there, some negative space with a white or with yellow background, and red baseball, Topps baseball, nickel packs, penny packs. We see a nice picture of a baseball card exchange wrapped box. And again, that Topps chewing gum logo with the shield just gets all 5 of my nipples just fluttering. Topps baseball nickel packs and 1 cent packs. Same picture, a little bit different shading on it, however. And also the rack packs are listed there. The old famous Christmas rack packs that are probably repacks. Let's see here. I guess there was a cello pack floating around too, and all that stuff. Yada yada yada. So let's get to some sell sheets, shall we? So we have the pennant action. We have the three-way player sell sheets, and that's about it. The one they listed here is Connie Johnson, Vito Valentinetti, and Ken Lehman. Topps Baseball Bubblegum 1959. I believe that means 1959. The big one is here again this year with more color, more facts, plus an authentic autograph on every card. Free Bazooka pennant offer. Baseball carries a terrific new free offer for every young fan. A 15-inch felt pennant of his favorite major league team, free for 5 Bazooka or Baloney wrappers. There's a free window streamer for the retailer to let youngsters know that 1959 baseball is here. They'll be buying Bazooka to get free pennants. So stock up, your retailers, with young America's favorite, Bazooka. Another moneymaker from Topps, manufacturers of Bazooka and Baloney bubblegum. So they were there to sell gum, which is why if you wanted a pennant, you had to buy gum and not cards and all that stuff. We've been down this road, folks. I'm sick of having to tell you. 59 Topps. Certain series have their backs printed in either cream or dark gray stocks. Number 440 Lou Burdett shows him posing his left-handed picture, even though he threw righty, not the image, and the image is not reversed. So I learned that almost in real time when I was looking through some of my Lou Burdett cards on a live stream. And I keep getting told that because I need to remember that. Gallery wise, we could see we start out with Frick, who is the commissioner of baseball. Nice little background for him there. Eddie Yost, possible drunk uncle territory. Beautiful cards. Not going to set the world on fire. I would tell you that the multiplayer cards, of which there are a lot of them, and the team cards are kind of weird. It's kind of has a sun vibe where there's a big yellow or there's a big colored disc behind the actual players instead of the players themselves. Mickey Mantle card, by the way, classic. Instead of the players themselves filling that internal disc there. Dick Schofield is a Salmon player, of course. The Salmon, very famous in this set. And here is a 3-player card with Jim Lemon, Cookie Lavagetto, and Roy Sievers for the Washington Senators. Card number 74, Directing the Power. Lemon, Lavagetto, and Sievers. The combined efforts of Jim Lemon and Roy Sievers accounted for 65 home runs last year. Sorry, it says last season. As a power combination, they were the top 1-2 punch in the American League, both right-handed belters. They spell trouble for AL Portsiders. I'm sorry. They spell trouble for AL. Portsiders, despite the difficult long left field wall in Griffith Stadium, hit in 1957. Roy hit 42 home runs and drove in 107 runs to top the American League in both departments. Cookie Lavagetto has won the admiration of Senator fans with his clever managing of his ability to make bold decisions. As a player, Cookie was a fine third baseman for the Dodgers for 11 years. Baseball historians will never forget his role in the 1947 World Series. Floyd Bevins had a Dodgers hit list with 2 out in the 9th. Cookie pinch hit a double, driving in winning runs and saving the Dodgers. So we're talking about power in Washington, but we're not talking about Harmon Killebrew. So very interesting there. Of course, beautiful cards, I guess. Like I said, Alex Kellner, another Salmon baby. Philippe Alou, there's his rookie card, and so on and so on. So that's the 1959 Topps baseball card set. 572 cards for the set, plus your variations of many different types. Cheers.